Hi, I just want to clarify a few things about MindMatch and the fact that the reasoner needs to be able to make comparisons between models and instances or instances and models, and we need to be able to choose whichever we want to do on the different projects. There are many permutations, and the geologist or the landslide engineer or the flood engineer is going to want to sometimes do one instance to one model or one model to one instance. So here I've fired up the old MindMatch system showing how the user can choose whether to have models or instances as the in focus instance that's in focus model or instance that's going to be compared with a list of other models or instances. In this case, they'll be on the right hand side. In this old MindMatch system that I'm demonstrating here, the comparison could be done from the right screen to the left screen or from the left screen to the right screen. But right now, the user is actually choosing one model, which becomes the in focus model. And on the right hand side, they're deciding whether to compare that to instances or models. They've chosen a list of instances, and either they can compare it to all of the instances, or they can just compare it to 3 or 4. In this case, we're going to choose 3 or 4 instances and then run the comparison. It's important here to note that this is the kind of navigation we need between the output from any DB converter run. So one of the problems we're facing now is that we're merging these controls for the matcher or the reasoner into DB converter, which is confusing things. Really, DB converter produces batch outputs, whereas the knowledge capture produces one at a time. And then the matcher, in the matching or reasoning environment, we need to be able to choose which collections we want to select from for the in focus description and which collection we choose from for the targets. Now, what's being shown here are the output results, and what we'll see on the screen, obviously, are buttons to export the reports or the rankings either to Excel or to an HTML page or just to a printer. And we need these as well. So now you're going to see in the top right hand corner, you just saw the rankings. We're going to go and view those rankings in a moment. If you click on view rankings, you'll see the rankings are output there, and they can either be output to MS Excel or to an HTML document. This is a 15-year-old version of MindMatch running on Windows XP. In later versions, we were able to write the URL to the online matcher so that explanations could be given online, exactly like the spot match is doing now. So as DB converter and as our control over the matching runs we run evolves, we will be able to export the rankings to either Excel or to an HTML file or to a PDF file, and inside those files will be hyperlinks to the spot matcher that will provide the explanations. Yeah, when I was running this a few minutes ago, on there were problems with the Excel app running. It did run in the background, so attached. I'll send you the Excel file that was exported from here, Chris. But this gives you an idea and emphasizes the fact that us geologists and the landslide engineers are going to be needing to navigate around these instances and models all the time. So thanks. This is how it worked 15 years ago, and that's how we needed it now. Here's the output Excel file that we showed earlier. I've added to it the 2 columns that would be desirable. That's the hyperlink to the spot matcher, and also when this output is created for instances that are on maps or wireframes that are in Driver, then the column on the left would have the polygon ID or the object ID of the polygon or the wireframe. So that's how it links to the maps we're producing now.